Hello, people. Here's another quick story for you tonight. Um, I felt like telling this when I hadn't thought about it in a long time. I was I was passing through. I was down around. I think I was at the Super Bowl tournament at the break in Memphis. Uh, the break. They may have changed the name. I don't know. So most of us remember it. It's the rack. The rack. I'm sorry, the rack in Memphis. I'm trying to think of the name of that road. It's a famous road there. I mean, it's one of the big roads through Memphis. That is, but whatever. The rack. They had a great tournament, a Super Bowl tournament, and I was there, and I ended up. I don't know how the tournament went. I can't say for sure. I think I did pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I won it or got deep in there. I think I did pretty good in the tournament. I can't remember. I don't even know. Hennessy may have won. I really don't know. But me and John Hennessy decided to match up, whatever the case, after the tournament. And I've always liked Hennessy. Sometimes he can be a little brutal to play sometimes, but he's changed a lot. He's, you kind of got to know Hennessy back in the day. If you played him, you kind of had to know him a little bit. You know, he could be different, but a great player though, good person, and whatever. But we decided to play some pool, and I think we played. I think the game we decided to was I think it was like 12 ahead for 5,000 or something like that. I don't. 3,000, blah blah blah. I don't know. Could be more, could be less. I couldn't tell you. It was a pretty good bet though, and we're playing 12 ahead, which is not a race to 12. So it wasn't the first one to win 12 games. It's the first one to get ahead 12. So like if he wins the first 5 games, then I come back and win 3 games, then he'll be up 2 games. See, and it's the first one to get ahead 12, so these matches can take a long time, obviously. And so we had flipped or whatever for the break. I don't think we lagged. I can't. I don't. Who knows? But he wins the break, and he runs the first couple racks. He ran like 2 racks. The coin's at 2, so he needs 10 games from there to win. I need 2 games just to get back to even, and 14 games to win the set. And he won the first 2 games, and then I think he broke dry, or he broke to save. I can't remember exactly how, but he didn't win the third game. I ended up getting a shot, and I'll never forget. I've never seen Hennessy remain so calm either, really, especially through something like that. But he didn't get to play no more the rest of that set. It was the next time he got out of the chair. I was at 12 ahead counting the money, and so what it was, I run 14 or whatever, and I won the game. He broke dry. And I broke and ran the next 13 or something in a row. I mean, it was pretty good. It was a classic moment in Memphis, for me to say the least. But Hennessy, it was interesting. Hennessy was calm this whole way through. At the end of it, he got up and shook my hand. It was amazing. If you know Hennessy, it's wonder he didn't hit me in the head with a rack before that was over with. And it's and just, but one more tidbit in the story though, and we're driving through Memphis one time, me and some friends, and there's a guy hitchhiking, and I'm like, man, I'm picking this guy up. They're like, nah, man, don't do that, man. Fuck, you can't just pick. I was like, man, I'm picking this dude up. He needs a ride. We pull over, man. This guy, he runs up to the car, happy as hell, man, and he's like, hell yeah, can I get a ride? And I was like, yeah, man, no problem. And I mean, we're already packed tight on this trip. And it's like, we're packed pretty tight in the car. So he squeezes up in there with us, and you could tell he'd been on the streets a lot, man. He didn't, he'd been roughing it, to say the least. I ain't gonna put the guy down, but if you're living tough, it's gonna be tough on you, And this guy, man, he gets in the car with us, and we take off. And we're we're on the fucking interstate there, man. And we're carrying on, acting like we used to act. And this dude said, "Hey, man," he said, "Man, I'm good right here." He said, "Man, thanks for the ride, my dude." And we got about 2 miles up the highway. He said, "Fuck this." He said, "Pull this motherfucker over." He said, "Man, I'm good, man." He said, "Thanks for the ride." He was old black dude. He was cool as hell, man. And he was like, after about 2 miles being in the car with us, he said, "Man, I'll walk." It was warm that day in Memphis. This guy would rather have got out and walked than rode any further in his fucking car. And man, I can't remember his name. Luther. His name was Luther. I'll never forget it, man. He made it about 2 miles. If anybody was in the car with me, man, please say something on here, man, if you see this video. But, man, Luther, man, we stopped to pick this dude up, and I went against everybody in the car. And within 2 miles, he was like, "Man, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and walk."